Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Welcome to another live stream. We're just going to do recaps on what happened in the world today. This week, I'm sorry, the week ended May 11th because today is a new week. Like, share, subscribe. Please leave a comment. There's a lot going on. We have had the first G5 major solar storm, which is causing havoc around the world. There's an earthquake that is expected. Volcano that may erupt in Guatemala. There is a volcano that may erupt in Mexico, which they're saying could take out 15 million people. There's a lot of things that are happening during the solar storm. There may be communication failure. People's energies are very high. They acting crazy out here. They're very angry, frustrated with what's going on. So you have to be aware that during this time, people are mentally losing it. Um, it's a lot going on. Um, Florida got hit. 5 tornadoes in Florida, Tallahassee and Jacksonville. They got hit. It's flooding in Afghanistan that's taking out a lot of people. But they're saying that if that volcano erupts in Mexico, it's going to take out 15 million. That's a lot. And I believe there was a 6.4 earthquake, I believe, in Guatemala. Right, it was right at the Guatemala Mexican border. There's a lot going on, and we just need to stay prayed up because we seeing unprecedented things that are happening. So let me get my little phone and let's do some hot topics and trending news and things of that nature. What's going on in the news? Oh, Russia, Putin, he appoints a new secretary of National Security Council, Sergei Shugu. Oh, he's replacing, I'm sorry, sir, the defense minister on Sunday, and he appointed him as secretary of Russia's National Security Council. And he's appointing Andrew Blisky as the country's defense minister in place of Sergei. So that's breaking news. He died at the age of 66. He was in ICU. You know it. He appeared among the key men, the Shield, Judge, and Amy, and so forth and so on. So he has passed on. Hey, well, everything that's going on, honey, death don't seem so bad. You at least you ain't got to deal with this mess. You at least you ain't got to deal with this mess. The first human to receive that pig kidney, he passed away after 2 months, so it was not a success. They thought that when they implanted the pig kidney, that it did start out successful. Hey, Fee, how you doing, sweet man? I see they done cleaned up Kensington. They done cleaned up Kensington. I ain't seen Nan Dope Fiend on there. I was just watching it today. Thank you, Fee, for stopping by. I love you. Oh, shoot. Didn't you have a birthday? You did have a birthday. Mine is uh, Saturday. I'm going to go to Orlando. Mm-hmm. Yep. So the man died, and actually, he was the first human to receive a new kidney from a genetically modified pig. That's probably why the man died. It was a GMO pig. Yep. So I'll be in Orlando on. I think I'm gonna leave Thursday. So why they end up cleaning up Kensington finally, or is this something they just do, clean it up and then it go right back to where it was? They saying that they have no indication that the man passed as a result of a recent transplant. Gave the man a GMO kidney from a GMO pig. What you thought was gonna happen? Detroit Animal Control, they moving to a new location, so they trying to get all the animals adopted. I love animals. Oh, you haven't been watching it? Okay. Well, I found this new guy on there and I just subscribed to him and he was walking around. It wasn't nobody up there. I guess they on the side streets. It was clean as a whistle. I ain't never seen it that clean out there. So they want people with have it in their heart to have in the room, have room in your home and your heart go down there to Detroit. They got three cats and a chihuahua. I can't take no more. So the Black Boule NAACP is getting ready to come here to Detroit on Sunday. Oh, today, May 12th, they're going to focus on two community events that the NAACP is doing here. The 69 Fight for Freedom Fun Dinner in downtown Detroit and the Arab American Civil Rights League Fight for Justice Gala in Dearborn. So the Black Boule will be doing that. Now they saying that this climate crisis may trigger a move to Detroit. Approximately 3 years ago, internationally renowned researcher and author Pargon Kanye wrote that as climate change worsens, people may want to find refuge in the Great Lakes. Well, since we have a population shortage, according to the governor and the rest, y'all welcome to move to Michigan. It's gonna be cold in the wintertime. I'm trying to get the hell out of here. That's what I'm trying to do. Welcome to come. They need the population. Oh, they revented. Oh, they renovated the train stations. Oh, okay, because he did go to the train station, and that was clean as a whistle. Let me see. So he's saying that during this climate change, you may want to move to Michigan. Well, we got room for you here. In the essay in the Atlantic, America's climate boom times are waiting. And he said the best place to go is the Midwest, where there's no hurricanes. Nope, we don't have hurricanes. No sea level rise. We don't have that. We only have plenty of fresh water. Not much risk of wildfires. No, we don't have that, but we do have cold. And we may get an earthquake, a little tremor here and there. Some tornadoes, which we got last week. Three major tornadoes that wiped out southeastern Michigan. So cities like Detroit need to be rebuilt, says the article, but not to the extent people would imagine. It always has extensive roads and highways where people can live and drive in their EVs. I don't like electric vehicles. I do not want an electric vehicle. They don't far. and they cost too much. And if you need a battery, like in a Tesla, it's $27,000, and they are not affordable. I don't. And then did you see this past winter, all those electric vehicles didn't run because of the cold weather. They can't survive cold weather. If you live down south someplace where it's warm, that may be okay, but no, you can keep that. I do not want that. Let me see. They saying move to Detroit since we lost half of our population. We down to almost 700,000 people that we have moved. So the thing is, if you're afraid of climate change, come on to the Midwest. We got plenty of room for you in Michigan. What'd you say, Fee? You know what, Fee? You telling the truth. Gentrification is real. So is Kensington by some water or something, or is that considered prime real estate? Is that why it's gonna be prime? It must be by some water, because that's the only time they really want to move people out if they consider it prime real estate, and it's by that water. So a FedEx worker was fired after Dana White catches him throwing packages into the truck. Now, who is Dana White? Oh, Dana White is the president of FedEx, and called him, according to TMZ, because like I said, if it ain't on TMZ, it ain't true. Oh, the convenience of the transit system. Philly got a good transit system, Fee. I didn't think it was like New York or Chicago. Now, that's one thing Detroit, Michigan does not have is a transit system, but that was done on purpose to make you buy a car because of our manufacturing here. So, according to TMZ, the man was fired for his actions in a video that showed him throwing a basketball into a hoop. So, the president saw him and said that that behavior was unacceptable. The man was caught in the act by Dana White, who was being driven around New York City earlier this week. White saw. We got a bus stop on every corner. Yeah, we do. We got buses, but we don't have trains and things. No transit. Like New York, Chicago. I didn't know. I didn't think Philly had the same type of transit system. So they saying say goodbye to the U.S. last major regional wireless carrier. America's largest wireless carrier keep getting bigger. The future of U.S. Cellular, a regional wireless carrier, hangs in the balance. It is rumored to be preparing to sell its operations and spectrum licenses to T-Mobile and Verizon. Both buyers will gain access to the company's wireless spectrum licenses, of course, which operations being carried out separately, with Magenta getting closer to signing a deal that will be closed in the upcoming weeks, an estimated value of $2 billion for a nice piece of the pie. DMV, Jersey, and Delaware. I didn't know that, fee. You can catch all the way to New York. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Wow. So, two inmates dead for gang violence in the Oklahoma prison. They mixed up the gangs. It may have been done on purpose. And two mates are dead and several others are injured after a group disturbance at a privately run prison in southern Oklahoma. The incident took place at Lawton Correctional Rehabilitation Facility on Friday. I think that's Fed. Oh, no, it's not. It's Oklahoma Department of Corrections. Thompson said in an email to CNN on Saturday the incident took place after operational error mhm, allowed the disturbance to happen. She said the disturbance was related to security threat groups as a result through the weekend. Thompson did not name the two inmates that died in the statement. Other inmates were seriously injured. One was taken to the hospital by med flight and the other by vehicle. Many others were treated at the facility for minor injuries, but the exact number is unknown. Now they know they can't put them gangs in the same place at the same time. Oh wow, not using Amtrak or Greyhound. Is shot dead along with his entire family. So we not welcome in Mexico. We can't go to Mexico. Shoot, the family in the hell of 150 bullets in a horror highway ambush. They probably wanted some ransom or something like that, where they killed her. I wouldn't step fit in Mexico. I see, Fee. I'm trying to see if you want to come up because I got to figure out. Oh yes, I can. You want to come up? I can see invite. Let's see if this will work. I might knock myself out. Invite. Oh, I guess I put it in the chat. Let me see. I never did this. Let me see. Oh, that's how you do it. Did it go in the chat? Oh, you can come up. Hot dang on it. I done lost some. I try not to cuss because my family and my church people told me I can't cuss. So I try not to. B, if you want to come up, hit the link. Now this is heartbreaking. Nobody noticed a 9-year-old lived alone for 2 years, fed himself, and kept good grades. Wow. Oh, this happened in France. The boy's name is Nursak. For 2 years, a young boy just 9 years old navigated the challenges of daily life without the presence of an adult. With astonishing level of independence. Fee, you up here? Hey, Fee, can you hear me? Now let me see. Can I hear you? Say something, Fee. You gotta unmute yourself. Or do I got to turn up the volume? Hell, I don't know. Okay, you unmuted. so that's StreamYard. So that's how it works. Why can't I hear you? I can't hear you. I don't know how to turn up this volume. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Well, now I know how to use StreamYard. Okay, Fee must be gone, y'all. I couldn't hear, but at least now I know how to I know how to So this 9-year old, he attended school, managed his studies, and maintained his living conditions, and nobody knew for 2 years. Mm. He lived alone for 2 years in a flat, devoid of adult supervision. He remained an outward appearance of normalcy on minimum food and occasionally including cakes, cold canned goods, and occasionally tomatoes he managed to take from a neighbor's balcony. His survival skills extended to managing his personal hygiene and warmth, often using multiple blankets to keep warm during the cold. Now, check this out. His mother lived a short distance away. Now I'm outdone. She occasionally visited to bring food, but largely left him to fend for himself. Wow. So when the community find out the mother was charged with neglect and endangering a minor. While the boy got more sense than some adults. So they saying that before the fall of America, billionaires are cashing out blacks. This just came out. Oh, last thing, schools around the country are wait for our. It's going to be last layoffs for teachers. Schools across the country are announcing teacher and staff layoffs as districts brace for the end of pandemic aid package that delivered the largest one-time in K through 12 education. The funds must be used by the end of September, creating a sharp funding cliff. Many districts have warned that layoffs as current school year comes to a close and next year's. Not only is the federal funding ending, but enrollment at at many districts have fallen short. But I don't understand how they expect you. It's been population control for the last have it both ways. If you have a depopulation agenda, and now you talking about you don't have enough kids, well, you can't have it both ways. Either you gonna stop giving us bad food that stops fertility coming. So in Texas, Arlington, they cut 275 positions with teachers. Connecticut, they cut 30. In Hartford, they cut 30 teachers and additional 79 staff. Everywhere. What Tesla just laid off engineers, software engineers, laid off people with tech degrees. Look, ain't no jobs out here. I talked about the Afghanistan flood. So since suspected not to survive, Prince Harry declined his offer to stay at the royal palace. So he won. So they saying all these bargain outlets, but all these bargain outlets has filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Wow. Another company going down. I still can't hear you. I don't know how to do this. How to do this thing. I got a private chat. Yep, I can see you. I can't see you. I just can't hear you. Home prices are soaring. I'm trying to figure out who can buy these houses. Who can buy these? I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, here we go. Who can afford these houses? Anyway, so now they're saying that it's going to be the housing market is going to be a bust, and it's going to have to come down because people can't afford these houses. So that's going to be interesting. So Hillary Clinton is in trouble as where's Governor Hochul, who said that the black don't know what a computer is. Governor Hochul got lit up, and now Hillary Clinton has declared that younger men anything about history. So they both delusional. They so out of touch with reality. So Israel, Netanyahu has ordered the evacuation of Rafah. So now he about to storm. Oh, the real IDs. If you got an old driver's license, you have to get a real ID because you won't be able to fly. Deadline of travelers, the real ID. All states, the District of Columbia, and five territories. Let me see. According to DHS, U.S. travelers must attain a real ID to board flights. You will not be able to fly and access certain federal buildings. Let me see when is the deadline. Now, enhanced driver's license, that's what I had. They are considered acceptable alternatives to real ID. The real ID does not replace passport for international travel, but it does ensure that you can continue flying in the US. It takes place May 7th, 2025. So y'all got to get you a real ID if you want to fly. The previous deadline was May 3rd, 2023, and it was forget you can't say that word on YT. Oops. Whatchamacallit. So that's important. Again, I talked about the solar storms, and you know what? I'm gonna leave it there, and I think I'm gonna come back. Oh, Barron Trump, he turned down to become a delegate for the Republican Party. He turned that down, and they trying to twist that and say that he defied his father. After all the scrutiny what the Trump family go through, I wouldn't want to do that either. So they say in the video of the alien spotted in Las Vegas is true. It is authentic video. Alert and are making the rounds. And I'm oh, it was detected in wastewater surveillance. Given the name Flirt from April 14th through the 27th, one of the variants KP2 is responsible for 0.5% of the new cases. They are believed to be highly transmissible, where current vaccines and immunity from prior 19 infection only provides partial protection. The CDC the CDC is not changing in virus expected because they are still steadily mutating them and they're steadily making them. So here are some of the symptoms: sore throat, cough, fatigue, congestion, runny nose, headache, muscle aches, fever or chill, new loss sense of taste or smell, shortness of breath, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Ain't that the same? The same. Um. According to CDC, only 22.6 of adults reported having received an additional vaccine since 2023. Data also reveals that vaccination increased based on age and were highest among adults 75 and older. Wow. Well, that's news you can use for this week. That's an update. I love you, Fee. Thank you. I'm about to call you. Thank y'all for coming through. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment, please.